Welcome to Origin of Earth. Thousands of years ago, during the age of ice and snow, a vast frozen valley stretched across the wilderness. The valley seemed endless. Mountains covered with ice surrounded the land. Freezing winds howled day and night. Heavy snow covered the plains, rivers, and forests. Only the strongest creatures could survive there. Among those mighty animals was a giant bison. The enormous bull stood taller and stronger than the rest of the herd. Its thick winter fur protected it from the bitter cold. Its muscular body allowed it to travel through deep snow. Most impressive of all were its huge, curved horns. Many predators feared those deadly horns. The giant bison was respected throughout the frozen valley. Every day, the herd traveled long distances searching for grass buried beneath the snow. Life was becoming harder. Winter had lasted longer than usual. Food was disappearing. The animals were growing old, but they continued moving forward. Far away on a snowy ridge, another group of animals was facing the same struggle. A large wolf pack wandered through the frozen wilderness. The pack contained 20 wolves. For many days they had found food. Several hunts had failed. Their stomachs were empty. Their strength was fading. The pack leader knew they could not survive much longer without a successful hunt. The wolves moved silently through the snow. Their sharp eyes searched every corner of the valley. Then suddenly, one wolf stopped. Something was moving in the distance. The wolves climbed a ridge and looked down. There, across the valley, stood a herd of giant bison. The wolves immediately became alert. The sight of so much potential food filled them with hope. But hunting, bison was extremely dangerous. One powerful kick could kill a wolf instantly. One strike from those giant wolves. The pack carefully observed the herd. Hours passed. Then luck finally appeared. One massive bull bison slowly drifted away from the rest of the herd while searching for food. The wolves watched closely. The distance between the bull and the herd continued to grow. Soon the giant bison was completely alone. His eyes narrowed out. This was the opportunity they had been waiting for. The wolves quietly spread across the valley. Some moved left, others moved right. They planned to surround the herd. The giant bison continued digging through its snow. Its powerful hooves pushed aside thick layers of ice. It finally uncovered a small patch of frozen ice. The animal lowered its head and began eating. Everything seemed peaceful. Then the wind changed direction. The scent of wolves drifted across the valley. The giant bison instantly froze. Its massive head rose. Its nostrils flared. It knew that smell brought predators danger. The giant bull scanned the frozen landscape. At first, it saw nothing. Then shadows began moving between the stones. One wolf appeared, then another, and another. Soon wolves were visible on every side. The giant bison realized it was surrounded. A deep growl echoed from the pack leader. The wolves slowly moved closer. The giant bison roared. The snow glittered. Steam burst from its nostrils. Its enormous horns pointed toward the predator. Neither side moved. The frozen valley became silent. Only the wind could be heard. The wolves knew one mistake could be fatal. The bison, a moment of weakness could mean death. For several minutes, both sides waited. Then a young wolf made the first move. It rushed forward. The giant bison reacted instantly, with incredible speed. It lowered its head and charged. The wolf barely escaped. Its companions jumped backward in surprise. Snow exploded beneath the bison's hooves. The giant animal was far more powerful than they expected. The pack leader quickly changed tactics. A direct attack would fail instead. They would use patience. The wolves began circling their prey, round and round. The giant bison turned constantly to face them. Hours passed. The freezing wind grew stronger. Snow. The wolves were waiting for the bison to become tired. The giant bull was waiting for the wolves to make a mistake. The battle for survival had begun, and before night, the frozen valley would witness one of the greatest struggles in its history. Snow continued to fall across the frozen valley. The giant bison stood alone in the middle of the storm. Around it, 20 hungry wolves moved like shadows. The pack leader knew that attacking immediately would be a mistake. The giant bull was still strong. Its powerful horns and massive body easily killed several wolves. The wolves needed patience. Slowly, they continued circling. The bison turned again and again to face them. Every movement consumed precious energy. The freezing wind grew stronger. Hours passed. Darkness slowly covered the valley. The temperature dropped even more. The wolves remained determined. They had learned an important lesson over many generations. Sometimes the strongest hunter is not the fastest. Sometimes victory belongs to the most patient. The giant bison lowered its head and charged suddenly. Snow exploded beneath its hooves. The wolves scattered in every direction. One wolf was almost struck by the giant horns. It escaped only seconds before impact. The bison stopped and turned. Its breathing was becoming heavier. Steam poured from its nostrils. The wolves noticed the change. The animal was slowly getting tired. The pack leader gave another signal. 2 wolves moved toward the front. 3 more approached from behind the giant bison, spun around. Its horns forced the wolves backward. But this was exactly what the pack wanted. Every turn drained more energy from the giant. Bulldog battle continued throughout the night. The snowstorm became even. Visibility almost disappeared. The valley was now covered in fresh snow. The wolves moved silently through the darkness. Sometimes they appeared close. Sometimes they vanished into the storm. The giant bison could not rest. It remained alert every second. Its muscles began to ache. Its legs felt heavy. Suddenly, a young wolf began to aggress it. It rushed toward the bison's side. The giant bull reacted instantly, with incredible force. It swung its head. The wolf was thrown through the air and crashed into the snow. The rest of the pack stopped for a moment. Silence filled the valley. The injured wolf slowly stood up. It was alive, but badly hurt. The giant bison had proved once again how dangerous it was. The pack growled softly. The wolves changed their strategy again. Instead of attacking directly, they began pushing the bison toward A dangerous area hidden beneath the snow was a frozen river. The ice looked solid, but parts of it were. The wolves knew. The valley ran. The giant bison did not. Slowly and carefully, they guided the animal toward the frozen river. The bison sensed something was wrong, but every escape route seemed the storm roared around. Snow covered the ground like a white ocean. Step by step, the giant bull moved closer to the river. Then a crack, a strange sound echoed beneath its feet. The giant bison froze. The ice beneath the snow had begun to move. The wolves immediately stopped. The bull carefully stepped back. Another crack appeared. The frozen river was becoming unstable for the first time during the entire night. The giant bison seemed uncertain. The wolves watched closely. The pack leader knew. The final stage of the hunt was approaching. Either the giant bull would escape, or the frozen river would become its greatest enemy. The snowstorm raged across the frozen valley. The giant bison stood on the cracked ice of the frozen river around it. The wolf pack waited patiently. The pack leader watched every movement. The wolves knew they were closing in, but the giant bull was not ready. The bison carefully stepped backward. The ice groaned beneath. Its enormous weight cracked. Another fracture spread across the frozen river. The wolves moved closer. The giant bull lowered its head and snorted loudly. The steam burst from its nostrils. Its eyes burned with determination. Suddenly, the bison charged. The wolves scattered instantly. Snow exploded beneath its powerful paws. The giant animal raced toward the river. For a moment, it seemed the bison would escape. But the frozen surface beneath it began breaking apart. Large cracks raced across the ice. The river trembled. The wolves stopped. The giant bull leaped forward. Its front legs reached solid ground, but its rear legs crashed through the air. The bison roared in panic. Freezing water surged upward. The animal struggled desperately. Its powerful muscles fought against the icy track. The wolves cautiously approached. The pack leader knew the river was now their greatest ally. The giant bison pulled with all its strength. Slowly, it dragged itself back onto the ice. For a brief moment, hope returned. The bull stood once again, exhausted, shivering, but alive. The wolves could hardly believe it. The giant animal had escaped the frozen river. The pack leader growled. The hunt was not over. The wolves surrounded the bison once again. The storm became even more violent. Snow whipped across the valley. Visibility almost disappeared. The giant bull could barely remain still. Hours of fighting had drained its strength. Its legs trembled. Its breathing was heavy, yet it refused to surrender. Then the wolves launched their final attack. Several wolves rushed from one side. Others attacked from behind. The giant bison spun around wildly. Its horns struck the air. One wolf was forced backward. Another narrowly escaped a deadly kick, but the wolves continued, attacking Dot again and again. The giant bull fought bravely. It defended itself with everything it had, but exhaustion was finally catching up. The wolves sensed weakness. They moved closer. The circle tightened. The freezing